Hello, my friends. Look closely at your hands. What do you hold, not just in your physical grasp, but in the unseen chambers of your heart, in the quiet corners of your mind? For many of us, it's a burden we don't even realize we're carrying, a weight, invisible but heavy, that keeps us tethered, unable to truly soar. Imagine for a moment a vast, boundless sky, and you ready to take flight. But something pulls you back, an invisible chain. That chain, it's often forged from the very things we refuse to release, the hurts, the angers, the regrets that cling to us like shadows. We talk about happiness, don't we? We chase it, seek it, sometimes even demand it. But what if the secret to finding it isn't in accumulating more, but in shedding what no longer serves us? Think of it. When you hold on to that ancient grudge, that biting resentment, that gnawing fear, what happens? It consumes you. It gnaws at your peace. It dims your light. It's like trying to run a marathon with a backpack full of rocks. Every step is harder, every breath a struggle, the finish line a distant dream. And what are the rocks? They are the echoes of past betrayals, the sting of unresolved conflicts, the bitter taste of what-ifs. They are the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and what we deserve, stories often born from pain, not potential. Holding on to negativity isn't just unpleasant, it's detrimental. It taxes your mind, drains your energy, and even impacts your physical well-being. It creates a mental fog, a constant hum of discontent that makes it impossible to truly appreciate the sunlight on your face, the laughter of a loved one, the simple beauty of a quiet moment. But here's the most profound truth. When you finally loosen your grip, when you let those stones fall, something miraculous happens. You feel lighter. You breathe deeper. That fog begins to dissipate, revealing a clarity you might have forgotten ever existed. It's about freeing up that precious mental and emotional real estate. Imagine all that energy you spend replaying arguments, dwelling on perceived slights, or fearing future misfortunes. What if you could redirect that towards creation, towards connection, towards truly living in the present moment? Now, this isn't some new age fad. The wisdom of letting go is as old as time itself. Philosophers and spiritual traditions across millennia have understood this fundamental truth. Take the Stoics, for instance. They taught us the profound difference between what we can control and what we cannot. Their core principle? To embrace acceptance of the things beyond our influence and to focus our energy solely on our reactions and choices. It's a powerful distinction, isn't it? We often exhaust ourselves fighting against the tide of circumstance, raging against the storm. The Stoics would say, the storm is here. Can you control it? No. Can you control your sails, your helm, your inner calm? Absolutely. And this is where a crucial distinction arises. Many confuse letting go with giving up. Let me be crystal clear, they are not the same. Giving up implies surrender to defeat, a relinquishing of effort, a resignation. It's the waving of a white flag when the battle is still winnable. Letting go, on the other hand, is an act of profound courage. It's an act of wisdom. It's about releasing your attachment to a specific outcome, to a past version of yourself, to a toxic relationship, or even to a perceived failure. It's about acknowledging that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to step back, reevaluate, and choose a different path. It's the acknowledgement that sometimes holding on actually prevents you from moving forward. It's knowing when to stop pushing against a locked door and instead turn and find the open one beside it. Think of a sapling. If its roots are tangled and constricted, it cannot grow. Letting go is like untangling those roots, allowing them to spread freely, drawing nourishment from new soil. So how do we begin this journey of release? It starts with a simple yet profound act: recognition. What are you holding on to? What thoughts, what emotions, what past events are still dictating your present reality? Be brutally honest with yourself. It takes courage to look inward, to confront the shadows. Perhaps it's the sting of a past rejection. Maybe it's the lingering anger from an injustice, or the quiet shame of a mistake you made years ago. Don't judge it. Just acknowledge it. Bring it into the light. Once you've identified these burdens, then come the practices. And they are indeed practices, not one-time fixes. They are muscles you build over time. Mindfulness is your anchor. It's about bringing your attention to the present moment, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Imagine your mind as a bustling street. Mindfulness allows you to stand on the sidewalk, observing the traffic of thoughts without getting run over by them. Meditation is another powerful tool. Even just 5 minutes a day can begin to rewire your brain, fostering a sense of calm and detachment. It's in these quiet moments that clarity often emerges, helping you see which thoughts are worth holding on to and which are just passing clouds. And then there's journaling. This is your personal confessional, your private therapist. Pour out your thoughts, your fears, your frustrations onto the page. Don't edit, don't censor, just write. The act of externalizing these inner turmoils can be incredibly therapeutic, often revealing patterns and insights you weren't aware of. It's like emptying a cluttered drawer, allowing you to see what's truly there. But perhaps the most challenging, and ultimately the most liberating step, is forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior. It's not about letting someone off the hook. It's about freeing yourself from the prison of resentment. When you refuse to forgive, you are essentially drinking poison and hoping the other person gets sick. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. It's about cutting the emotional cords that bind you to past hurts, allowing you to move forward. It's saying, "This happened, it hurt, but I refuse to let it define my future." You might be thinking, this sounds great in theory, but does it really work? Oh, my friends, it works wonders. I've seen it, felt it, lived it, and I've heard countless stories of transformation. Take Sarah, for instance. For years, she carried the deep bitterness of a broken friendship, a betrayal that had left her guarded and cynical. She built walls around her heart, fearing further pain. Every new connection was viewed with suspicion. Her life felt small, constricted. Through journaling and mindfulness, she began to unravel the tangled mess of emotions. She acknowledged her anger, her hurt, her fear, and slowly, painstakingly, she began the process of forgiving her friend, not for their sake, but for her own. It wasn't easy. There were tears, relapses into old patterns. But over time, something shifted. The walls started to crumble. She began to open up, to trust again. Her relationships blossomed. Her career, which had been stagnant, suddenly found new momentum as her creative energy, once trapped by resentment, was finally unleashed. Sarah now lives with a vibrant openness, a testament to the liberating power of letting go. Or consider Mark. He was a driven professional but consumed by the fear of failure. Every setback, every missed opportunity became a crushing weight. He held on to past mistakes like they were anchors, dragging him down. His anxiety was palpable, impacting his sleep, his health, his joy. He found solace in the Stoic philosophy, understanding that while he couldn't control external outcomes, he could control his response to them. He learned to differentiate between a setback and a failure, viewing challenges as learning opportunities rather than personal indictments. He embraced the concept of amor fati, the love of one's fate, accepting whatever life brings with equanimity. It wasn't about giving up on ambition, but about releasing the paralyzing fear of not achieving it perfectly. The result? A newfound resilience, a calmness in the face of adversity. He still strives for excellence, but now with a lightness, an inner peace that makes the journey infinitely more fulfilling. His creativity soared, his leadership became more empathetic, and his personal life, once neglected, began to flourish. These aren't isolated incidents. They are echoes of a universal truth. When we release what weighs us down, we create space for something new, something better, to enter. In relationships, letting go means releasing the need to control others, to be right all the time, or to hold on to past grievances. It allows for deeper connection, genuine empathy, and unconditional love. In our careers, it means letting go of perfectionism, the fear of taking risks, or the need for external validation. It opens doors to innovation, growth, and true passion. In our personal lives, it's about shedding limiting beliefs, past identities that no longer serve us, and the constant striving for an imagined future. It allows us to truly inhabit the richness of the present moment, to find joy in the simple, everyday miracles. So, is letting go a one-time event, a magic pill, far from it. It's a continuous practice. Life, in its beautiful, messy dance, will constantly present us with new opportunities to hold on or to release. The art of living a life of letting go is about cultivating a mindset of gratitude for the present moment. It's about appreciating the blessings, big and small, that are right here, right now, instead of constantly yearning for what's missing. It's also about embracing the uncertainty of life. We crave control, don't we? We want to chart every course, predict every outcome, but life is a wild, unpredictable river. Learning to accept what you cannot control, to surrender to the flow, is a profound act of liberation. It's trusting that even when you don't know where the river is going, you can still navigate its currents with grace and courage. This journey of letting go isn't always easy. There will be moments of struggle, moments where you feel the familiar pull of old habits, old pains. But with each conscious decision to release, with each breath of mindful awareness, you strengthen that muscle. You forge a new path. And as you continue this practice, you'll discover an astonishing truth. The more you let go, the more you receive. You receive peace. You receive clarity. You receive an abundance of energy and joy that was once consumed by the weight you used to carry. You become the master of your inner world, not a prisoner to its shadows. You become the artist of your own life, painting with a palette unburdened by past hues. This isn't just about feeling better. It's about living more fully, more authentically, more joyfully. It's about stepping into the vast, boundless sky of your potential, unencumbered, finally ready to truly soar. Now, I want to hear from you. What is one thing, big or small, that you are ready to let go of today? Share your thoughts, your struggles, your triumphs in the comments below. Your journey might be the very inspiration someone else needs. If this message resonated with you, if it sparked a flicker of hope or recognition, please give this video a like. It helps us reach more people who might be carrying unseen burdens. And for more insights into living a life of freedom and fulfillment, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next story. Until next time, keep releasing, keep growing, and keep soaring.